right, I think we are live. Shalom everybody, may the Lord bless you all. And first we want to say to you, He is risen, He is our Lord, He is the living Messiah. And it doesn't matter what the occasion is, that will not disturb our mission from exposing the cult of Muhammad. Because the purpose of Muhammad and the purpose of his garbage, so-called Islam, is to make you believe that Jesus did nothing for you. He was a waste of time. His book is gone. He's not even, did not crucify it. He did not die for you. He did nothing. He's nobody. And then you have to believe in a guy, his name is Muhammad, which means the praised one. So what the filthy Muhammad he was trying to do is trying to replace Jesus by someone filthy like him, like a shaitan, Satan. So he changed his name and called himself the praised one. And the funny is the Muhammadan, they call themselves monotheist. How you are a monotheist and the praised one is Muhammad, not Allah. And not only that, they say to you that the one who associates the name of a man with the name of God, he is a polytheist. But isn't this what you Muslim you do? You say Shahada, and you cannot be a Muslim unless you associate the name of so-called Allah with Muhammad. And look like you cannot be a Muslim unless you say the name of Muhammad. And here you see that Muhammad, the whole idea of Muhammad's existence is not to believe in Allah, but to believe in him. Because believing in Allah alone does not make you a Muslim. So the purpose of this garbage cult is not Allah, which is a fake God anyway. The purpose is Muhammad. So today our question is, why the living Messiah is alive and Muhammad is dead? If Muhammad is the last prophet, as the Muslims they say, and they say that Jesus is nobody, he is just a prophet, okay, let us say okay for the sake of argument. Then why the Messiah is the one who is going to finish the job which nobody can finish? If the Muslim they will say to us that Muhammad he can finish it, well, Muhammad is dead, and obviously he is dead, for he is not needed. Unless you are saying to me that your Allah he made a mistake. He wanted to hire Muhammad to finish the job, but my mistake, he chosen Christ. And what is the job exactly? What is the job? Salvation. You see, like if you watch a silly American movie, any stupid movie, in the movie there's many people die here, left and right, and they don't even count. Like you see a war between two armies. A soldier, 10 soldier, 1,000 soldier, 1,000,000 soldier, but the camera always is focusing on the kings. And the victory is the victory of the kings. People die to give victory to their king. Even though you might say, oh, the victory for the country. Well, at the end of the day, the one they will remember his name is the king. Nobody will remember the poor soldier who died at that war. So if Muhammad is the most beloved prophet for Allah, to the point Allah, the first thing he did, like a teenage, when he created a chair, he wrote the name of Muhammad on his chair. I mean, imagine how teenage mentality the God of Islam is. He starts writing the name of Muhammad in his chair. So imagine now I buy a chair to my house, and then there is a guy, a person, my son or my neighbor or my cousin or even a woman I like, or I start writing her name on my chair. How silly, how stupid is that? So Muhammad, he wrote the name, Allah, he wrote the name of Muhammad on his chair. So why Muhammad, his name was on the chair, but the one who is sitting on the chair right now is Jesus? If we ask the Muslims now, where is Jesus? What they can say? Who is a Muslim can tell me where is Jesus? They will say to you, he's in heaven. Okay, where is in heaven? What he's doing there? Who is there beside Jesus according to Islam? They say only Jesus. All men are dead. The Quran report that all messengers before Muhammad pass away. Now for sure the Muslim translations is very funny and silly. But who care for their translation? You have a Christian prince here, and we are here to get them busted. I hope you can see my the page here. Chapter 5, verse number 75. It says that the Messiah is a messenger. All messengers before him died. So now we confirm that all messengers before the Messiah died. Nobody is alive. Okay. In chapter 3, verse 144, it says, Muhammad is nothing but a messenger, and all the messengers before him died. And look, while the Muslims, they add fabrication. They say, many messengers before him died. What do you mean, many? It says, قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ. So the stupid translator, in order to hide the stupidity of Muhammad, because that would destroy Islam. How Jesus is alive in heaven, and the verses says it clearly that all messengers before him, they died. That is a clear contradiction for the Quran itself, because the Quran itself says that Allah, he took Jesus up to heaven. So Muhammad is just a fool, and it's not even worth to call him Abdul, because the worst Abdul, like let us say the worst Abdul, imagine you can meet in your way, like who? Another Ahmad, you know. CP, you are afraid of CP, you know, like is the alcohol good or bad? So even Nader Ahmad is way smarter than the stupid Muhammad. The verse is so clear. All messengers before him died away. If we change the translator, this is Hilali and Khan. I don't know what translation I will choose for you. Choose anyone you want. I don't know. Let us see. Arbari. I don't know why his name is Arbari, but whatever. Maybe somebody arbor him. I don't know what Arbari mean. Where is the verse? Hold on. Muhammad is not but a messenger. Messenger have passed away before him. Do you see? Is that what it says? It says all the messengers, they pass away before him. Let us change the translator again. This is Arbari. Let us see Ahmad Ali. Muhammad is only a messenger, and many messengers has gone before him. Well, they're gone where? And where is the word many in the verse? Like if there is a Muslim can show me the word many? I mean, you Muslims are the most corrupt people who corrupt their book. If Allah never said the word many, why you add it? We change. You notice in the verse before it, the translator before it, every one of them, he give you different sentence, different verses. It's like a new Quran. Ahmad Raza Khan. This guy is even, his name is more musical. Raza Khan. Oh, I am Raza Khan from Afghanistan. And Muhammad, look, here we go. And peace be upon him. Oh, what the heck? They can't even say his name without adding. Okay, is purely a noble messenger. What the heck? This is what it says? In the Arabic, it says Muhammad is a nobly messenger. How come in the previous translation we did not see those words? In the Arabic, it says is a purely noble messenger. Like what the heck is that? So if he depart from you, like what? Hold on. What do you know? What depart where? Or murdered? Is that what it says? It says if he was killed, you know, or if he died or he killed. What depart? Hey Muhammad, where are you going? Listen, Prince. Father of all, my name is ℃𝕙𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚, and I'm not going to tell you where I'm going. ℃𝕙𝕚𝕚𝕚, you know, I don't know, you look like Muhammad, you look like stupid fool. Listen, Prince, respect yourself, otherwise I will call you to police for you. And if the time you say something insulting Prophet Muhammad, they will take down your video. I don't care if YouTube take my videos or not. Your prophet is a joke. In fact, he is the best joke ever I learned in my life. Like, isn't it true that Muhammad now is prophesying about his death? But yet his God, he is not sure if Muhammad will die or be slain. Christian Prince, first of all, Allah, he knew how Prophet Muhammad would die. Okay, so why is saying if he die or get killed? There's a third option. Christian Prince, yes, there is third option. Add an example, you are alive but you are dead. Explain to me. Add an example, if you are married to a woman, she is crazy. Simply, that will make you alive but you are dead. You spend your day washing dishes and doing laundry. Zakir Naik, I mean, you got a point here. Okay, I think you're right. So you are alive and dead because you are married to a crazy woman. I never thought about this one. Exactly. And Christian Prince, I told you 1,000 times, you are not no but for me to debate me. And yet I got you busted and everybody heard you admitting that you lost the debate. Thank you very much. Don't call me again. What the heck is Zakir Naik? Look, we changed the translator. And Muhammad not, okay, we chose this one already, right? Hold on. Which one? Ah, this is ℃𝕧𝕗. Oh, ℃𝕧𝕗. His name is ℃𝕧𝕗. What happened? Okay. But an apostle have surely passed away before. This is what it says? It says all the apostles. Let us change just to show you how they're trying to cover the stupidity of this cult. Ah, apostle they die before him. Ah, are you sure? Is that the news? Messengers have passed away before him. This is what it says. It says قد خلت. No messenger left. They die all. There's a change again. One more. Let us see. Two more. Three more. Who care? Maududi. Doody. All right, Mr. Doody. I mean, we changed the translator. I don't know why this page jumped from place to place. And sorry, I had to cough from laughing. Muhammad is no more than a messenger, and messenger has passed away before. Look at this. What the verse is saying clearly, all the messengers passed away before him. Mur, Mubaraka, Makburi, those are names. Are you serious? Like, what happened? Like your dad was out of names. Muhammad is no more than messenger indeed. Messenger indeed. Messenger does pass away. I mean, Muslims, isn't this a stupid statement even to say? Let's go with this statement. So Allah now is telling us that messenger passed away before him. Are you sure? Like, are they supposed to be alive or playing football around us? Like, is Abraham is around us? No. Hey, Abraham, what are you doing? Abraham, are you there? Oh, he's not here. Okay, let's call Moses. So here you see the stupidity, how they try to cover up. But the verse confirmed to us some simple thing. Muhammad is going to die. In fact, there's a verse in the Quran that says, إِنَّكَ مَيِّتٌ وَإِنَّهُمْ لَمَيِّتُونَ. You will die, and they will die. All of you are dead. Chapter 39, verse number 30. Hey Muhammad, you are dead, you will die, and they will die too. And you remember when Jesus says, let the dead bury the dead. Let the dead bury the dead. Muhammad trying to copy. But here he is mentioning that he himself is dead, no question. Now, where is Jesus? Yesterday, actually, I was going to go live, but then I saw David Wood speaking to a Muslim. I said, you know what, people, they are watching there, let them have a good time. And then this Abdul, I don't know from which roof, which is leaking, he dropped from, he said this.
About what the Quran is saying. So now I'm like 50-50 on whether the Quran is even denying that Jesus died by crucifixion. And I'm at like 20 to 30% on whether the Quran is advocating substitution theory. That's what you find in the Muslim commentaries later.
Oh, you guys, you are saying there's no screen? Sorry, it's my fault. All right, it's my fault. Yeah, I mean, you missed the most of the potato because of my mistake. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, no problem. No problem. We can go back. We can go back. Here we go. I'm showing you. Actually, I mentioned the verses, right? I mentioned the verses. So still, you have the verses numbers. You have the verses location. So you just open them from your side. You know it's nothing. It's my fault, you know. My software did not help me. ℂ𝕙𝕣𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. Great and breath. First of all, the reason your software is not working because you do not see inshallah. Okay, you just stupid inshallah. Your Allah can do nothing. Look at Gaza, what happening, man. What inshallah? You must then keep saying inshallah we will have victory, never won. Just give me a break. So anyway, as you see, Muhammad is dead. He will die, and Allah is not sure even how Muhammad he will die. So if he die or get us or he been slain, if he die or what? There is a third option, Muslims. If there is a third option, like imagine I'm saying a prophecy. One of you call me, says, hey CP, I have my wife, she is going to deliver a baby soon. You think, can you prophesy for us what the gender? I say, let me talk to Allah. Give me 1 week. A week after his baby is born, I call him, I say, listen carefully. Allah just told me that you might have a boy or a girl. What the heck? That is a clear prophecy. Obviously, Muhammad did not know how he will die. So he need to cover his ass to say, oh, if I get killed or I die. But in the case of Jesus, we knew what Jesus even said to them what they will say. What they will say, they will deny me 3 times. He told them when. He told them what they will say. He told them everything. Even the Quran confirmed that Jesus can tell you what you hide in your houses, what you ate, which means what is in your stomach. Muhammad God is not sure how Muhammad will die. Because simply Muhammad is a false prophet. He did not know. And later he was killed by poison. Rat poison from Walmart. Cheap one. 50 cents. I think at that time there was no inflation. This is before Biden, right? I don't think Biden was exist in 1400 years. So I think it was very cheap. Maybe 1 cent at that time, you know. 1 cent is too much. I don't know. I mean, you calculate the numbers. I don't know. I'm not good at mathematics. Because we are Christians, according to Zakir Naik, we have 0 mathematics skills. Brother Tether, do the Christians believe that 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 1? Are you going to teach that mathematics in the school? Look at the genius. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. Well, how many idiot of you believe Muhammad is a messenger and he is a prophet and he is the beloved of Allah? All of this, or one person who imagined himself having sex but yet he did not. So which one of them was imagining himself having sex? The one you beloved or the one who was doomed and bewitched? So going back to the Abdul here, he was speaking to David Wood yesterday. And if this Abdul, by the way, would like to talk to me, I don't mind, but I find him very, very, very funny and silly. And I'm not calling you names, by the way. Just don't think. I don't call people names. I give them certificate. I mean, you are the most silly, stupid ever I heard in my life is speaking about Islam. But anyway, I mean, David Wood, he need to put somebody in the stage and take his feather, maybe. I don't know. What is the purpose of this conversation? We will find out. Go.
Iran. And that became the dominant view. The Quran isn't exactly clear on what it's talking about. And so that's just kind of an overview to set up the discussion. But now, ℂ𝕙𝕬𝕚𝕚, if you want to take 5 or 10 minutes and just give your kind of overview on all of these issues, and then we can discuss things.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that, you know, so here's where I agree with David Wood. I agree that Jesus was crucified. Like, and if that's blowing Muslims' mind, let me explain here. The Quran says, well, let me read the Quran first. Just read the Quran. It says, it's talking about...
The guy is coming to teach the Christian what the Quran is saying, but he don't remember what the Quran is saying. It says, let me flip the pages where it says. The Quran says, the Quran, Christian Prince. First of all, not everybody have a good memory like me. Is that what you have a memory? I know you have a Bluetooth in your ear. Is it Jibreel? Is your Bluetooth? Exactly. So this guy is coming to debate. He do not know even what it says. It says, where it says, let me see where. And supposedly he's preparing himself for the debate. I mean, if the guy is preparing himself for the debate and he's looking for what it says and where it says, what that says about you, Abdul? Question mark.
The Quran chapter 4 verse 157
no way he found it. That was fast. Like, what the heck? How you did that, man? That's deep. That's really deep. This is deep more than Doo-Doo-Doo, Scooby-Doo.
Is what we're talking about here. We're talking about one Quranic verse, and possibly another Quranic verse is the Quran chapter 3 verse 55, where Allah says,
oh, you remember this one. The other one, you don't remember it. Oh, okay.
Jesus, I'll take you and I'll raise you to myself. Now, I've seen David Wood's videos and I responded to it on my channel. But the Quran chapter 4 verse 157, let me just begin there. It says, the Jews said, we killed Jesus, the Christ, the son of Mary. But the Quran says they didn't kill him, nor did they crucify him. It was made to appear to them, and those who differ follow nothing but conjecture and guesswork. But surely they killed him not. And the Quran chapter 4 verse 157 ends with, they killed him not. And the next verse says, Allah raised him to himself. Now, here's where I disagree with classical Muslim commentaries, and I'll explain why I disagree. Now, notice what the Quran says. It says, it was made to appear to them. It was made to appear to them. Even if you read it in Arabic, it was made to appear to them does not mean somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus. If you read the Quran.
That's amazing. It's not somebody else. That's so good. Oh, Abdul, listen carefully. They crucified him not, nor they killed him, but it was made to appear to them. What appeared to them is the previous sentence, you idiot. Which means he was crucified and he was killed. I mean, which school you went to? I'm seriously, just forget about Zakir Naik now. Christian Prince, first of all, this is a private question and I rejected. I appeal to the judge, Your Honor, you should not allow him to ask a private question. What's a private question? This is about, I'm not asking about his wife. I'm saying which school he went to. Christian Prince, first of all, you are not allowed to ask a question. This is very private. Okay, what is the name of your wife, Zakir Naik? This is the question you can ask me. But the other question, I rejected. Okay, this one is not a private. Exactly. All right. Abdul, we go back to the topic. So here you see, this guy is even silly, so silly. I mean, I don't know even how David Wood even can have him in that, blah, 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 blah. I mean, how he have patience for those people? I don't know. I don't have patience. If he was me, I would make shish kebab of him in 2 minutes. So, what do you mean, I don't agree with the Muslims? It says, it made appear to them what? Made appear to them that he was crucified and killed. Potato. When he says, they crucified him not, neither they killed him, it was made to appear to them. Appear what? That they killed him and crucified him. You're a donkey. Continue.
Quran chapter 5 verse 33, the Quran mentions crucifixion as death, like death on the cross, by the method of crucifixion. The Quran is saying, is saying that Jesus was not killed by the method of crucifixion. You see what I'm saying? So what these Muslims...
You see how stupid he is? He said the Quran saying he is not killed by the method of crucifixion. You idiot. The Quran says they did not kill him. What method you are talking about? It says they did not kill him. Period. I mean, I don't know where those people coming from. It says they killed him not. Do you know how to, I mean, you yourself, you did read it. Yourself. Did he say he did not kill by the method of the crucifixion? Are you adding sentences to the Quran now? Well, this is what Abdul they do. Abdul, they are the best one to add. Look at the bracket. Look at the bracket. The book of the bracket. Bracket, peace be upon him. So the verse is so clear, says they killed him not. That means they killed him not. Not the saying this method or that method. It says they did not kill him. Anyway, to save the the time, this guy, he will say to you that they crucified him, but Jesus, he escaped the death, which means he was able to survive. But we know that this is also stupid, because simply no, hold on, he said something very funny. Like before I hang up on them yesterday, I heard him saying something about supernatural. Shall we hear it? Yeah.
What these early Muslim scholars like Ibn Kathir, Ibn Abbas, ℂ𝕙𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚, etc., why they said somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus, even though there's no evidence for that in the first century, in the New Testament, is because they took an extremely literal view.
There's no evidence in the New Testament in the first century about Jesus being crucified. That's a good one.
Of that Quran verse. It was made to appear to them, they thought that Jesus wasn't even crucified. That somebody else had to have been crucified. They didn't know how to make sense of that Quran passage other than their extreme literal view of that passage.
Did he say literal? Did he say literal? So why Allah is making it sound literal if it is not? So is the crucifixion was a fiction? Is the crucifixion was metaphorical? And he himself, he said, yes, they crucified him, but he escaped. But the Quran saying they crucified him not. I mean, look how stupid this guy is.
So I think David Wood is right when he says it possibly comes from the Basilians or the Docetics, the Docetic, an early Christian group that said Jesus was so divine he couldn't be crucified to begin with. I think that's where it comes from. But there's a really good book which Shabir Ali mentions. It's called Christ in Islam by Neil Robinson, and he traces the so-called substitution theory to northern Iraq in the 2nd century. Those stories came from northern Iraq in, I believe, the 8th century or something. So the Quran never says somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus. The Prophet Muhammad never said somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus. So that view that somebody else was crucified instead of Jesus, although it's found in Ibn Kathir, Ibn Abbas, and all that, they took an extremely literal view, but that's not what the Quran is saying. The Quran says it was made to appear to them. So my view that I've always held on to, and I've said this in my debate with you years ago and with Mary Jo Sharp, is that Jesus was crucified, but he survived the crucifixion. That is what I think the Quran chapter 4 verse 157 is talking about there. And Shabir Ali holds this view. The late ℂ𝕙𝕚𝕚𝕚 also hold this view, even though he is a controversial Muslim preacher. I don't think Zakir Naik holds this view. I don't believe so, but or I think Zakir Naik does hold it, but he says it's not the correct Islamic interpretation. So let's just go. So me and Shabir Ali agree that Jesus was crucified. I think that's certain. Now Muslims will disagree with us. Muslims will disagree with me. Muslims have disagreed with me on my channel, but I think the evidence is very strong. That
very strong. Very strong at what? And who is Shabir Ali, by the way? I mean, when you say Shabir Ali, so you dodge Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Ibn Abbas, the cousin of your prophet, and you take Shabir Ali, a guy who grew a beard from Pakistan. He did not even know how to read his book in Arabic. Who is this Shabir Ali?
Jesus was crucified on the cross. So David Wood wants to hammer that point, or he wants to, say that's historical, that Jesus was crucified. I agree, Jesus was crucified. I think that's the best. It's verified by the New Testament, Josephus, Tacitus, whatever. So, my view is that Jesus was crucified, but he didn't die on the cross. Now, David Wood cited, how many atheist scholars you cite, David? 5 or 6 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so he cites atheist scholars, ℃𝕙𝕚𝕚𝕚, Bart Ehrman, Paula ℃𝕙𝕚𝕚, if I'm remembering correctly. So the reason why atheists say that Jesus was crucified is because they don't believe in the supernatural, right?
See, guys, the atheists, they say Jesus was crucified because they don't believe in supernatural. That means you Muslims are atheists. Because you don't believe that God can be 3 in 1. The hypocrite Mohammedans, when they want, they believe in super power, which nobody can explain. They believe in miracles. They believe that God is a miracle. When they want, they are atheists. They don't believe in supernatural power. It's you Muslim who believe in that, not the atheist. It is you who deny the death of Jesus and resurrection because you don't believe in supernatural power of Jesus. It is you who is the atheist, not the atheist. In fact, Muslims are atheists more than the atheist. They are hypocrite. They are corrupt. They are awkward. They are backward. They are flipboard. And they have no book. To the point, I agree, disagree. What kind of book this book is? Even about simple thing, what the Quran is saying about Jesus. Agree, disagree, disagree, agree. So, and this is the Quran supposedly made by Allah, the best author in the world. He could not explain what he's saying. Did you notice? Isn't it the Muhammadan, they say to us that the Quran, nobody can make Quran like this, to the point, yeah, nobody can. It's very confusing, very stupid, and very, look at those Muslims. The Muslims, they agree about not to agree about what the verses in the Quran agree upon. And why they don't agree about what to agree about? Because the Quran is so clear. And look, he's smiling. And he's talking about atheists who don't believe in supernatural power or super power. So here you see the hypocrisy of the Abdul. When they want, they deny who is Jesus. When they want, they accept who is Jesus. Now this guy, he said that his prophet never spoke about Jesus dying on the cross. Let us get you busted. Potato. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, and this is Abu Huraira. Huraira mean, by the way, Abu mean father. Huraira is like the cute word of cats. So they call him the father of the cats because always he have cats all over him. And he was a homeless man. I mean, he just accompanied Muhammad just to eat free food, like the rest. Muhammad, he said, Akal Qatham, by him, who is him? Allah, whose hand is my soul, is son of Mary will shortly descend among you. Muhammad is a fraud. He just made a false prophecy. In fact, in Arabic it says, لِيُوشِكْنَا, almost here, almost. It's not like next year, next century, no, almost. You people, Muslims, you see, you Muslims, a just ruler and will break the cross. Let us focus here and break the cross. Why Jesus will break the cross? Because he died in the cross, according to Muhammad. This is why, this is where they put him into death. He will come and he will break the symbolic of death. Otherwise, I challenge Muslims. What does that mean? The cross, which cross? It says the cross. One cross. There's one cross. Not any cross. Not all the crosses in the world. Because, by the way, if you want to count them, you have to count all the electric column in your street. Muslims, Abdul. You must know, Abdul, do you know that you have a cross everywhere? Every 50 meters in your country? Just look at it. I mean, just look in front of your house. You have a cross, you like it, you don't like it, it's there. And by the way, don't cross the road, because that's a cross. Abdul. So here you see Muhammad saying something about the cross. There's enmity between the Messiah and the cross. The Qur'an saying they crucified him not, nor they killed him. So why Muhammad talking about breaking the cross? If he's trying to break the symbolic of the Christians, well, that is very silly. Because you break the cross or not, who cares now? The Messiah is here. And it says a cross. Which a cross? There's one cross. And then the Messiah in Islam, he will kill the pig. Like, what the heck is that? This is what Jesus is coming back for? He will fight with the Mr. Pig? Are you talking about Andrew Tate or somebody else? What the heck is that? Or why the enemy of God is a pig? God, you see, tell me who is your enemy, I tell you your size. If I go in the street right now and I say to a kid, he's 2 years old, I want to do boxing with you. I mean, this is your size then. God, he saved the Messiah so he can break a cross and kill a pig? Are you sure? And abolish the jizya. Well, hold on, there's nobody paying jizya no more. So according to the stupid Muhammad, people, they still keep paying jizya until Jesus come. It's in front of you. But nobody pays jizya anywhere in the world. So Muhammad again is a fabricator. And look what the Muslims, they say, tax taken from the Muslim. This is not tax, you coward. Tax, like I saw a Muslim, Abdul, saying, I can show you the word jizya in the Arabic translation Bible. He forgot that that Bible translated by Muslims. Same time, it's wrong translation. Tax is not jizya. Jizya is a jaza, which means penalty. You can search right now and type in Google translation the law of penalty. Translate to Arabic, you will see Qanun al-Jaza. As you know, I have degrees in law. This is the first thing you study. So a jaza is from jizya, and this is why in the Quran, if we go and search for this word, you will find that it is always come come as a penalty, never come as something else. Always come as penalty. So if we go right now, let me show you. Where is the letter Zain? All right. You see it? The word is all over. What is the jaza for the kafirin? Jaza is a penalty. Jaza is a penalty. All of this, all those verses. Jaza is a penalty. As you see it in front of you everywhere. This is the jizya, the same word. Jaza, jizya, jaza. You see it? So when the Muslim, they try to make it look nice or tax, well, the Quran says you have to pay it, and the Muslim, they spit on your face when you pay it. People don't pay tax and get disrespect. Only respected one, they pay tax because they are citizen now. The penalty of those who wage war is to be killed, crucified. That is jaza. You see it? Jaza. Those who don't accept Islam, their penalty is hellfire. I mean, who is the translator of this one? Maududi? Get lost, Maududi. I mean, your translation, what recompose, what recompose? I mean, the Muslims are looking in dictionary for a word to fit with the Quran. Recompose. This is what the word in Arabic means? Recompose. May Allah compose you. Potato. Okay. Yeah, all of them are using recomposed. I don't know. Recompense. Sorry. Sorry, my English is very bad, so I have to read it in my own way, in my Arabian way. So here you see the stupidity, how they lie. But I want to show you something very important in this hadith. When the Messiah comes is when the jizya will be abolished and money will be in the street. Nobody will take it. Nobody. Too much wealth. If this is alone is not enough to prove Muhammad to be a big false fraud, what is enough? The Messiah will come in the last days of the judgment day. And when he come, only when the jizya will not be practiced no more. He will abolish the jizya. And when he come, at that time, money will be in the street and nobody will take it because nobody need anything. But Muhammad, he says something more important actually. When the Messiah, he meet Satan, he meet with Satan, what will happen to Satan? Let us see together. Let us show you. This is Al-Bukhari. It says here clearly, when the Messiah come, he would descend and he will lead the whole world in prayer. And when the enemy of Allah would see him, Shaitan, when he see the Messiah, he will dissolve, not disappear. That's a lie. It says in Arabic, dissolve. He will dissolve the same as salt dissolve in water. Do you see it? And all the people of Gog and Magog, they will be killed and destroyed. Which means the Messiah is coming back, for he is the one who will finish the happy ending story for mankind, not Muhammad. Muhammad, the scumbag, is sharpening his penis. He was busy with Aisha having sex with a child. He was chasing a woman, walking in front of him, and then he went to his wife and did boom boom with her. While the job of Jesus is to destroy every evil. And he is the one, and only him will finish the job. Which job we are talking about? The job of God. Victory of God over every evil. So even in the stupid book of Muhammad, the devil Muhammad himself could not deny that when Satan he see Jesus, he will dissolve like salt in water. But Muhammad, he confirmed that Shaitan, he throws satanic verses in his mouth. Qur'an confirmed that. Muhammad, he confirmed that Shaitan, he was jumping over his shoulders and Muhammad trying to catch him. The hadith confirmed that Muhammad was bewitched, which means Shaitan controlled him. Bewitched. All of this happened to Muhammad. But when Shaitan see Jesus, he will dissolve like salt in water. Hey Christians, do you see why you are proud and why you should be proud? For you are a Christian. You are not follower of the stupid Muhammad who Shaitan sleep in his nose and piss in his ears and round himself around his penis, as Muhammad said. You are a follower of the Messiah, who Satan have no power over him, who death is conquered by him, who grave cannot hold him, whose cross cannot take him. The Lord, the Messiah, he says, I overcome the world. Christ, when he comes second time, is not to deal with sin, but to save those who they are waiting for him. Because sin is over, that's it. You go to hell, you go to heaven. People who they are waiting for him, they will be taken. And that's us. All the Abduls will go to hell, to the heaven of penis. The heaven of the devil Allah, where there's naked boys and women, their legs is open 24 hours, 7 days a week. This is their imagination about heaven, as Muhammad told them. The Lord, he told us that he is coming with the cloud, and every eye will see him. Every eye. All the tribes of the earth will be waiting for him. So when Muhammad confirmed that the coming of the Messiah have a big accomplishment, it is destroy evil in this earth. Well, I assure you, Muslims, one of the evils Jesus will destroy is your filthy, false, pedophile, false prophet, who made many prophecy, as you see, and he failed. Look, the Messiah will come to abolish the jizya. But who paid jizya? When the last time anyone paid jizya? Your prophecy failed. And here there is something very important in this hadith. In Al-Bukhari 222. Look like this is 2222 number hadith. That the Messiah will come as a hakaman muqsitan, just, absolute just ruler, judge. How the Messiah is just a man and he can be just in his ruling? All of us, we knew that no man can be just for a very simple reason. Man can judge by his knowledge, which is very limited. And as long as I judge by limited knowledge, I have limited knowledge about what happened. I have limited knowledge about how to make judgment for what happened. So even if you tell me, even if I have camera, even if I have everything to show me what happened exactly, still my judgment is short of just. Only God can be justice. No man, no human. Because we judge by emotion, we judge by relation, we judge by agenda, by politics, by who we side with. So there is no judge is just, he never take a side, he will take a side. One of the names of Allah, according to Muhammad, is Al-Adil. What does that mean? The just. Well, as you see, Jesus is the just. And this is the last days of mankind life. So Muhammad is a fraud. And he is not confirming to us who is Jesus. In fact, he is trying to deceive you. He is trying to say to you, listen, I will give you some truth about Jesus in order to give you poison with it. So Jesus did this, Jesus did that, but he is nobody still. Jesus, when the shaitan, he see him, he will be dissolved like salt, but still he is nobody. He can't save you. In fact, Muhammad, he claimed that in the day of judgment, people will come to Jesus, ask him to intercede. Jesus will say, not me, I cannot. Go to Muhammad. Go to Muhammad. Intercession accepted only from Muhammad. That is the whole point of the scumbag Muhammad, is to make you believe that Jesus is nobody. But shame on you, Muhammad. And shame on anyone who sponsor you. You know, there's some fake Christians, they say Islam have the same God with the Christians. Some of them, they say even Muhammad have a great teaching. Some of them even they are priests and monks and bishops. You know who are those people? The Antichrist. The Bible says it clearly. Whoever denies the Son and the Father is an Antichrist. And if you sponsor the one who denies the Father and the Son, you are an Antichrist. Those are not even worse of our spit on them. Even the spit is not for them. They are too dirty for a spit. Muhammad, he is trying to make you forget about Jesus. Forget about his cross. Forget about his crucifixion. Forget about anything. So when he says things look so good about Jesus, it's just to deceive you more. It's like when you do, you know, you want to catch a bird. You put for him seeds. Seeds are good. Who said seed is bad? Seed is food. Seed is yummy for the bird. He see the seed, he go crazy. Oh, I have food. But under the food, there's a trap. And Islam is nothing but a trap for the fools. What we learn from here, that Muhammad is a false prophet. As you see, he prophesied when Jesus will come. He will come to abolish the jizya, which means jizya will stay until the coming of Jesus. And jizya is gone long time ago. And Jesus yet did not come. When he come, the whole world will be no need of money. But this is the opposite of everything. Even the Quran, stupid Quran itself says the opposite. Speaking about people killing people, trying to copy Jesus. Speaking of war and chaos. What money will be in the street and nobody will take it? In the Quran, it says, who forgives sin beside Allah? ℂ𝕙𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. Who is the one forgives sin beside so-called Allah? But we know that Jesus, he forgives sin. Muhammad is a thief. He copied every description about Jesus and he gave it to his false god. The stupid Quran give us many stupid things about Allah. As an example, Allah in the Quran, he asked another Allah to forgive the sin of Muhammad. Jesus, he did not ask somebody else to forgive the sins of those who he forgave their sin. He said, go and your sin is for. Which one is easier? To carry your chair or to say to him, go and your sin is forgiven? Which one is easier? And Jesus there, he was reading their mind. It's not even what they said by their mouth. They were saying, who is this person who is saying your sin is forgiven? Only God can forgive sin. So which one is easier? To say, go and your sin is forgiven, or to say, you who cannot walk, who you are blind, who you cannot see, who you cannot live, who you are dead, come from the grave, who you cannot walk, carry your bed and walk, who you cannot see, see. Which one is easier? Muhammad, he talk. Jesus, he do. As simple as that. Jesus, he do miracle. Muhammad, he speak about the miracle of Jesus. He have none of his own. And you will find that even when Muslims, they speak about miracles of Muhammad, they are contradicting the Quran. Because the Quran supposedly mention every miracle Allah he gave to his prophets, but he never mentioned one to Muhammad. Even the one the Muslim they claim about the moon split, nowhere it says this is about Muhammad. It's an eclipse. We will have an eclipse here in 10 days or 8 days from now. The stupid Muhammad, he made big noise. When he see an eclipse, he go crazy. He stop praying, Allahu Akbar, God, please, you know, it's just an eclipse. The hour resurrection draw near, and the moon split asunder. Who is the Muslim? They say Muhammad, he split the moon. Well, where it says Muhammad? Does it say anything about Muhammad in front of you? It's an eclipse. And by the way, it says that the moon is split. Nowhere it says that the moon glued again. So did Allah forget to add the verse about gluing the moon again? If the moon is split, the moon is split. That's it. Split. Should be split until now. Hey Muslims in Afghanistan, do you have your moon? I have my moon. Let us put your moon and my moon together and make it a moon corporation. So to make it simple, the Messiah is coming back, for he is the absolute just and judge. For he is God. For he is a ruler. For he is the Messiah who will come above the cloud with the glory of his angels. And Muhammad will be grabbed and brought in the front of him, the same as every scumbag in this earth. And he will be sent to hell. He will say to his angels, bring them in the front of me and slay them. And the slay here, by the way, is not death. You will wish to die. You will stay in hell forever. And you can imagine. But the day the Lord will come, like a thief, then the heaven will pass away with roar, and the heaven bodies will be burned up and dissolved, and the earth and the works that are done on it will be exposed. That is the day when Jesus comes. Be aware, Abdul. You are going to face the consequence of following such a filthy man. So we are happy remembering what the Messiah did to us. And we promise him we will not let such a filthy man like Muhammad forget who is he and what he did for us. He took a bread and he broke it. And he said, this is my body, will be broken for you. He took a drink and he drank it. And he said, this is my blood, will be shed for you. And Muhammad wants you to deny what Jesus commands you to remember. The broken body and the blood of Jesus. For Muhammad, there's no question, he is the devil himself. Who the Messiah warned us says, be aware of false prophet. They will come to you in a sheep. They are sheep clothing, but they are wolves. In the beginning, Muhammad was a sheep. Christians will go to heaven. Jews go to heaven. Even Sabian who worship stars, they go to heaven. As soon he have an army to conquer, the sheep took off the coat. The wolf is underneath of it. So I say to you Christians, Happy Easter. And praise the Lord, for we have him. And we have a Lord who know how he created the earth and the heaven, not someone who believed that the sun set in a spring of murky, muddy water, like the stupid Muhammad. We have the Lord of knowledge, the Lord of wisdom, the Lord of love, the Lord of gift and giving. Love never fails, and God is love. Wherever you find love, you will find Jesus. Wherever you find hate, you will find Muhammad. Crimes and criminals, terror and hatred, violence and bloodshed, rape and child molestation is his resume. And the Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. From their fruits. So don't forget the fruits of your Lord the Messiah on the cross and during his life and when he come back. And don't forget the fruit of the devil Muhammad. For from their fruits you shall know them. I pray today we have a good time and we learn what we need to learn. And I pray that all of you will have a great, wonderful Easter. He is risen, he is alive, and the devil Muhammad is dead. And I challenge any Muslim to say he is not. Today we spoke of the living Messiah and the dead Muhammad. Once a man, he is a very powerful man, Muslim man. He said to my father, you are a great man in the society. Why you don't follow Islam and we will be happy to have you as a Muslim? My father, he never insult a guest in his house. He said to him, question, where is your prophet? The man, he said, he's dead. And my father said, where is the Messiah? He said, he's alive. He said, well, I'm alive and I follow the living one. Thank you for the invitation. And if a man like Muhammad can fool you, how foolish are you? Thank you very much for being here. God is good, so is Jesus, and he is risen, and Muhammad is dead. This is your brother Christian Prince, was serving you humbly for today. And see you soon again. Take care. Happy